kind of comes down to the personalities. I think for all of these roles, it's having been able to be those kind of detail focused, have the organisational skills. I think males, particularly at a younger age, tend to maybe move more into that pure technology stuff and have more of that interest in kind of coding or gaming as such, which naturally leads on to some of the more technical stuff. Whereas girls, it's still not quite the same for them. So it's difficult to answer, though, to be honest. I think I don't think it necessarily comes down to gender. I think it comes down to the individual. There's certain areas, testing, for example, which would be considered in some areas relatively technical. There's quite a lot of females moving into that space. You certainly see more female testers than you would do female developers. Hopefully that will change. Differences in the way of working more than anything else. Organisations would, when I first started in IT, it was very much a kind of a waterfall way of working. That's moved a lot more over to agile ways of working and thinking. Trying to encourage more females to kind of get into IT, developing that, and a lot of the larger organisations are kind of key in that and bringing people on. It's one of those areas that, again, the kind of opportunities are, IT is one of those areas that's always changing. It is very much around, hey, look what you can deliver to an organisation or to your kind of clients. So it's very outcome kind of focused. Again, depending on what side of IT you sit in, people tend to think of IT as purely somebody who's sitting down doing the coding or is doing the, at the end of a phone when you've kind of got an issue with logging into your site. It's a lot bigger than that, and I think women tend to be a lot more focused on the holistic changes around that, like say business analysis, change management, that side of things. I think IT will continue to evolve. There's always a need now. Every organisation has IT, and every organisation is constantly changing and evolving, and the systems are changing. I think there will become more of a drive to get women involved in some of the more technical roles. Getting them involved in the development and engineering and architecture. But I think that will largely come from getting people at a younger age and saying, hey, look, there is a career here for you in this space, and don't be afraid to try it and go from there, really.